What's up? How to trim your own ends at home. I'm sure many people want to learn how to do this. This is how I do it. And if you want to have long, healthy hair, you need to keep your ends trimmed. What's up, YouTube fam? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. My channel is all about home, DIYs, everything that I do at home pretty much. So in today's video, look, my ends are chewed. Show y'all up close. My ends are chewed and split and all that stuff. So I've been doing trimming my own ends at home for like the past 3-4 years now. So I was like, let me just record this video for anybody who is subscribed to my channel or who finds this video and wants to know how to trim their ends themselves at home. So in case you don't know, trimming your ends is really important to hair growth. So that's how I'm able to continue my hair growth over time, is to keep my ends trimmed. You should trim your ends at least 6 to 8 weeks. Keep your ends healthy so your hair can grow. You will need a pair of shears. Don't use scissors that you use to like cut other things in the house, cut paper, cut whatever. You need a pair of shears that are specifically for hair cutting. So I actually just bought a fresh pair. And real quick before I start trimming, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. If you've been following me, you know I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to get to my first 1,000 subscribers before 2021 is out. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. All kinds of content to kind of help your life easier, help your life to be easier through my DIY projects, especially for my ladies, especially for my moms out there. So go ahead and do that, and we're going to get into trimming these ends. So I washed my hair, blow dried it, so clean. So what I'm going to do first is part my hair. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Part this section. So the real key to trimming your ends at home yourself is get yourself a mirror, get yourself a nice pair of shears and a comb so that you can just see what you're doing. So the comb, also just make sure your hair is straight. I've seen people who do their natural curl pattern and trim their ends that way. I've never done it because I feel like I can't really see really where to trim. So I always blow my hair out. It doesn't have to be bone straight, but blow it out. Part each section. I usually start with this little section in the front, comb it through, pull it all the way till you get to the end, and then you can kind of see where the hair starts to thin out, or where the hair is uneven, and then you just trim there. You guys may notice, if you trim your ends yourself, you may notice that I don't, I could trim some more, but I'm trying to be light in this video because I want to retain as much length as possible. So I don't want to cut too much of my hair. But you can see when I pull it, I'm trying to find out, where I need to cut that is the least amount of cutting, but also making sure my hair is healthy and even on the ends. It can be difficult it was definitely more difficult me trying to film and do this because I had to pay attention to what was in frame on the camera, etc. But it's super easy once you get the hang of doing it. And like I said, instead of having to pay somebody to do it every 6 to 8 weeks, it's good to try to, do it yourself and figure out how to do it yourself. At least, definitely a key component of growing your hair long and healthy. It was definitely hard doing this on film, trying to see where to cut. Okay, so once you make sure this section is and my ends aren't too bad right now because I do, like I said, try to keep them trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. So they're not too bad. So the downside of doing this or trimming your ends on freshly washed bouncy hair is that it's like flowing all over the place. And then I had bumped my hair a little bit. So I didn't flat iron my hair, but I washed it, blow dried it, and then kind of bumped it a little bit because I wanted a bit of a style, you know, because I actually went out before I filmed this video. So I didn't want to look too crazy when I was out. So being as though it's like a little bent on the ends and it's like super clean and flowy, it's a little hard. The hair is staticky. It's like blowing out of your hands sometimes. So that was a bit of a struggle. But, you know, get yourself some clips. Take your time, you know, have some patience. And it's super easy. It's super easy. Like I said, I didn't trim as much as I should have because I'm scared. I don't want to lose too many inches. But sometimes you can't be scared. You got to trim off what you need to trim off because it's going to help your hair in the long run, you know, to grow longer. But just pull the section of your hair out. So this, I already did the middle section. So I'm kind of taking the front side and measuring that against the middle that I already cut to make sure it kind of matches and lines up with that. And so I'm just going to snip. Comment below if you think that nicely trimmed ends is just a look. It's just, if your ends are not trimmed, it just, you know, you just level up so much when your ends are trimmed. Comment below if you feel the same way. So now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side, matching the hair on this side to the center part that I, you know, originally trimmed from the first section. Pulling the hair down with the comb. I find that a small comb helps, you know, works better for me if you want to use a wider comb and if that works for you. But I feel like the smaller tooth comb helps keep the hair in place better. And then you just trim. Another reason I don't really like going to get my hair trimmed at a salon is that sometimes people get scissor happy. And like I said, I'm trying to retain my inches. I'm not trying to, like, you know, come out there bald. So that's another reason why I think it's good to be able to do it yourself, at least know how. But it's been working for me for the past few years, and I've definitely seen hair growth. So I'm doing something right, you guys. Y'all, I know this video is long because I'm doing this in real time. I'm not really speeding up the majority of this video. So I really wanted y'all to walk through this process with me so you can kind of see in real time like how long it's taking me. Right here I tried to like take a picture for my thumbnail. It wasn't really quite working, so, you know, moving on. Okay, so we're getting there. The front is pretty much trimmed. It's super easy. Sometimes it's hard to do it yourself, you know, to make sure that you can see everything. But just get you a mirror, get you a good pair of shears, and it can be pretty easy. You want to make sure your hair is straight as possible. My hair has a little bump in it because I bumped it a little bit before I started today. So it's a little trickier when your hair is bouncy and like bent a little bit, so it's a little bit hard to see the straight edge. But super easy. I'm going to move on to the back. So we're going to get some more hair. Now I'm just taking a little bit more from the original, or adding to the original section a little bit more, so I can kind of like measure out, starting to get the back straight. Look at the grays. I'm too young for gray hair, y'all. So if y'all see some grays, don't judge me. Lining this up. Snip, snip. Okay. So all of this is done. This. It's getting a little messy, so I recommend if you have like some clips, hair clips, so that you can like clip off sections to get them out your face or whatever. But yeah, I know me, I'm hard-headed. I don't like to do things I'm supposed to do, especially like with my DIY projects when I'm supposed to wear gloves. Sometimes I don't wear gloves. I don't get it. Right now I should have on some type of like towel or smock to not get hair on my shirt, but you know, the sacrifices I make for you guys. All right. So moving on to the back. Okay, so we're gonna brush the sides down, and then just back, and then just going to down. Okay, y'all, so I'm done trimming my ends. Hope this video helps somebody. So you can learn how to trim your ends yourself, because it's so important. I know it gets costly to go to the salon every 6 to 8 weeks, or if you're going to just blow your hair out regularly, or just get your hair done straightened, you know, however often. It gets expensive. So it's good to know how to do it yourself, and it's really important to your hair growth, your hair journey, and all that good stuff. To all of my DIYers out there, my home DIYers who follow me, I am working on some new content for y'all. I'm really just trying to like figure out what I want to do next. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.